Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. It's Nathan from KBL Texas Homestead, and thank you for joining me. Today it's a little nasty outside. It's raining. It's been raining a couple days. um, Today it's sprinkling right now. Looks like it's gonna get some rain. We're scheduled for some rain, so we are going to be doing a little inside project. I say inside, just under the cover. I've got this covered area out back, and I'm gonna be working on a rainy day project. I got this chicken tractor that I need to get built. I've been looking at ideas, plans, just something I want to build to make it as simple and easy to move as possible for our baby chickens, so they're still protected but still able to get around and free range and be on the grass without being disrupted by the big chickens. The big chickens, they tend to not play nicely. So we're just trying to keep them separated till they get old enough to get mixed in with the flock. But like I said, it's just a rainy day project. Come with me. I've already started it. I didn't get no footage of it, but I'll walk you through what I have, what I've done already, and then bring you along as I finish it up. This one here and this one back here, they are 2 foot, or right at 3 foot. They're almost 3 foot, and they were left over from some cut that I had made on the chicken coop, on the big chicken coop. And I actually had 2 pieces that were dang near the same size. I think they were 1/4 inch difference. So I left the 1/4 inch difference, and this side is a little bit longer than this side here, 1/4 of an inch, but it's not gonna hurt nothing for me, so I left it. Didn't have to make those cuts. I screwed those together, and I pre-drilled some holes. I'll try to bring you down here to that, but I pre-drilled the holes through this pond because it's soft pond, and right here on the ends they will split. And then it's only like a 1/2 inch thick, so going straight through it, if you don't pre-drill some pilot holes, 9 out of 10 times that wood is just gonna split. So I pre-drilled some pilot holes, drove my screws in, did that all the way around. Okay, next I'm gonna build another one of these angle pieces to go right here at this 2 foot mark, so that way I can have for the partition. That's gonna be the section where the hen house, I guess, is gonna be, where the chicks will be able to roost for the night and be protected. So let me come over here to the chop saw and we'll get that set up. Alright, I've got the saw set up here. If you can see it at 35 and 55 degrees, which is what I need. We're going to cut this to a 55-degree angle, and then I'll come back and trim up the bottom a couple angles to make it be able to screw in. So let me get these woods cut up, and then I'll show you how we install them. So that gives us our 55-degree angle that's going to go inside the roof portion. Okay, so back at our workstation, that 30 1/4 measurement that we got, we're going to transfer it to our board. It's 30 1/4. You want to mark that. So knowing that I know what angle that is, in order to make this work, you got to have the same angle as the top angle. So it's 55 degrees. So you take your speed square, you put it right on that mark that you made, 30 1/4. This is your 90-degree side. This is your flat side that you're working with. So you want to turn this until 55 degrees lines up on this edge. Once you get that 55 degrees lined up on that edge, then this is where you draw your line, and that's going to be the angle that you make your first cut. So I'm going to scribble this one out because that's the one that I did previously, and I didn't like that measurement, so I redid it. Now what I'm going to do is, I know that the board that this angle is going to be attaching to is 3.5 inches wide. So it's this board here, it's 3.5 inches wide. So I want to take from this point right here that I marked and measure out 3.5 inches, which comes out to right about here. So with this mark, now I want this line here to make a 90-degree turn with, at this point here, this 3.5 inch mark. That's going to ensure that my angle is cut flush with the ground and I don't have to worry about the wood hitting the ground and keeping the tractor wobbly or too high up. This is going to give me the perfect angle. So doing that, you want to start from this side of your board now, because this is going to be your working surface, and you want to set your square to 35 degrees, which is added to the 55 degrees, and that gives you your 90-degree angle. So that'll ensure that you're at 90 degrees, and then slide it until you hit your pencil mark that you made for 3.5 inches, and then you make your line there, and that's going to be where you want to cut. Now this previous one, I moved the whole thing 1/4 inch, so I'm going to erase that line to ensure that I make the right cuts. Now I know that looks very confusing with all this scribble, but if you make those 2 lines, you'll know where you're supposed to cut. And give her a go. And there you have it. Now I have my 2 angles cut. So this will line up as such. This is going to be flat with the ground. This comes straight up so I can screw my board to it. And then you have the top section, so the next piece will come up to that. Alright, so now you want to dry fit your piece. I've got this piece that I cut just resting in here. And as you can see, we've got a pretty good angled cut there. It makes it to the top of the board. My bottom cut is flush with the ground, so it's not going to impede in anything. And if we can get up in here, we've got our angled cut. This is going to be sucked up to the board and tie into our next runner. And so that, I'm pretty happy with that. So now we'll just take it over and trace it and get the second one cut. Alright, got the boards in place. Fits look good. Let's go ahead and pop a couple of pilot holes and then we'll set some screws in place. slide door in, kind of give you an idea of how it's going to work. Tie string here, it'll be able to be raised and lowered. Alright, I've attached this little cable to the slide door, so we'll be able to come up and down. Alright, we got this back panel finished up, closed off. So the door is in, that side is in, that's going to be the hen house. This part is on. I want to do the roost, figure out how to hook up a roost bar. We're going to add these wheels onto our tractor trailer. So I built these extensions. So we're going to cut this rod in half and use it to mount our tires. Alright folks, I didn't get to get it all on video, but we got the wheels on the chicken tractor. We got the side panels on. We got a ridge cover. Make sure no rain can get into the housing part of the chicken coop. You've got the door right in there that's fastened with this wire. We're able to lift it up and down, close the door. We've got all the wire on. We've actually got it filled with 17 baby hens right now. Duke, stop it. And then I attached a 1.25 inch piece of PVC pipe. I've drilled 2 holes in it to set some screws, and there's some screws inset in there somewhere. And we're able to grab it by the handle, lift it up, and move it around. Drag it on the wheels. We'll move it. Do a little move real quick. As we move it, the baby chicks have gotten used to it, and they just roll with it. Works out relatively great. Got some coming out there. In the evening time, sun's starting to set now. But in the evening time, once that sun gets down a little bit more, they just instinctively go inside, and we'll shut the door. And this is where they're housed for the night. You see the dog is trying to rile them up. Wants to play with them. Duke, hey, that's enough. No, sir. You know better than that. Duke, leave him alone. But yeah, that's the chicken tractor, folks. Nice, easy, simple, with material I had here on the homestead. I said I was able to use some tin that I had already purchased. And actually, I'll show you a sneak peek, but I've got the roofing done on the chicken coop, and that'll be a video that'll be coming out shortly, so you'll be able to see that. But that's what I had this left over from, and I built the chicken tractor. Girls right here, these are 5 baby chicks that we actually had in the chicken tractor, and they've already gotten a little older, so we've moved them in with the flock. They're with the big girls, which are back there, and that freed up the chicken tractor for us to put some more baby chicks in the chicken tractor. All right, folks, Nathan from KBL Texas Homestead. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a quick video putting that chicken tractor together. I will have to build another one, so maybe I can get a more in-depth how-to with measurements and whatnot on that. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming along, watching. Till next time.